Hi, my name is Brendan Bartik with Brendan Bartik Real Estate Coaching, where our mission is to train the most elite real estate agents and coaches on earth. Today I'm going to be taking you through how to find, list, and sell 100 plus homes a year. Today we're going to break that into a 3-part series, and today we're going to talk about how to find the lead sources you're going to need to sell 100 plus homes a year. Right? So the first thing in thinking about this is making sure you have an idea of where you're going to enjoy and what you're going to actually like doing. There could, I have over 35 lead sources, maybe probably 40 if I stretched it. And when I look at those lead sources, yes, could we get and focus on all of them? You're going to want to build up to this. So you're not going to want to start with all, trying to hit every single one of these. You're going to gravitate towards what works best for you. So when I talk about the 10, my 10 favorite, there might be 2 or 3 out of that 10 that you find are just a better fit for yourself that you could see yourself doing on a daily basis. And that's the most important thing, is to make sure that we're consistent with our lead sources. If you find that you're doing something and it's just not working for you, don't do it. It's not going to ever work. But remember, every lead source is going to have its own little set of difficulties. So just don't think, hey, I tried it a couple days, it was tough. They're supposed to be tough. You're lead generating to produce business. Otherwise, it would just be great. Everyone would call you up every 5 seconds and say, hey, I want to sell my house, or I want to buy a house. You got to be able to work, and you got to be able to lead generate. And so I'm going to give you my 10 that I think will be helpful. So the first one that I want to talk about is internet lead sources. So I'm going to go from 10 to number 1. So internet lead sources, this could be your Zillows, your Realtor.com, your pay-per-click, if you're doing your own pay-per-click, Facebook ads, social media ads, instant offer, what's your home worth, all of these different things. So again, when it comes to internet lead sources, it's all about how much you're paying for the lead, what your conversion rate is for said lead, and does that lead turn into a transaction, and how many of those leads are you going to need to have to do it? Right? So internet leads are number 10. Number 9 are affiliated business partners. So this is everyone that I work with, lenders, title companies, inspectors, contractors that I work with. Anyone that can send me business that I provide business to. The person that cuts your hair, obviously I don't have that. But if you had someone that did your hair or whatever it is, right, you could have them and make sure that they know that, hey, I'm going to hook you up if you hook me up, right? And that's kind of the trade-off there. Then number 8, past clients. So you're going to go through, if you don't have past clients, then of course this wouldn't be a good bucket for you. But you're going to go to your past clients and you want to call your past clients once a quarter. So 4 times a year, and you're going to want to talk to them about a number of things, right? If they want to buy an investment property, invite them to your next client appreciation event. I teach an entire class that takes you through each one of these steps. It's about an hour-and-a-half webinar, but I'm just going to give it to you kind of here short, and then feel free to register for that class if you'd like to hear all the details and how to really dive into this. Number 7 is going to be your center of influence. So people that you know, people that you network with, people in your Facebook, people in your Instagram, people that you can connect to that know you, right? That know who you are, that you're going to be able to touch base with and say, hey, look, and we've got a whole set of scripts that go through this, but hey, I'm here. I'm a great professional. Who do you know that's looking to buy or sell real estate? Believe me, that's not the script, but we go over this script in detail on how to make sure we're effectively talking to them so you don't sound like some pushy salesperson. So that's center of influence. Number 6, the notice of elected demand, or what I call pre-foreclosure. People that are 60 days past due, or 90 days, past due on their mortgage. And you can get a list of these. We also talk about how you can find these with different technology. Title companies can provide these for you. Even on Zillow, it says pre-foreclosure, and there's a way to find and source that information. So that would be the next one, would be an ED. Then number 5, what we call just listed or open house calls. So you would have a neighborhood, you would be doing just listed open house calls to that entire neighborhood. So for example, you're new in the industry, or you've been doing this for years and you just had a new listing come on. If it's your own listing, you're going to call up the neighborhood, and you can use Kohl's Directory, Mojo, all these neighborhood searches to source the data for the phone numbers. You call up the numbers or call up the neighborhood and you say, hey, I just listed this amazing home at 123 Elm Street. Or if it's your office, we just listed this home if you're newer. And it's got 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. It backs up to the park. It's absolutely gorgeous. Who do you know right now that would be interested in moving into the neighborhood? And there's a whole script for that. That's just a little summary tidbit because this is just kind of a little snapshot of the entire course. But so that's the next one. Then we've got just sold, right? So your just sold means that you or someone in your office just sold the property and you're going to be utilizing that property to talk to people in the neighborhood to let them know that you just sold this one and that there's probably more buyers or you have current buyers that would be interested in buying again or buying in the neighborhood, that you want to talk to anybody and see what their status is on if they want to sell. So just sold. Then number 3, which is a big one right now, for rent by owners. So for rent by owners are people that own, landlords, basically they're landlords, people that own a property, an Airbnb, and there's a whole script that we go over that goes into this, but you're going to contact them, see what their status is, maybe if they have multiple properties, do they want to keep those? Do they want to cash out of their investment portfolio? What does that look like? Number 2, for sale by owners, right? For sale by owners are number 2 because we already know that they want to sell. They just haven't selected an agent yet to work with. They don't know that they need you so much yet, and they do need you, right? So number 2 would be for sale by owners. Number 1, expired listings. They've already decided to sell. They've already decided to utilize a professional real estate agent like yourself. They just, for whatever reason, didn't have a great experience the time before, or there was some sort of situation on why they didn't sell. So those are the top 10 lead sources. I'm going to cover all of that and more in our how to find, how to list, and how to sell webinars. But that should give you a good idea. And then again, you're going to gravitate towards the ones that you like best. These might not be the best for you. Again, I'm going to cover a lot more of different opportunities and ideas on where you can generate these leads. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to get into a consistent routine on being able to contact these lead sources, put them into your database, nurture them, and then out's going to pop some great deals in the future. And you're going to make some great relationships with some clients that you could have lifelong friendships with. So again, how to find them is important, but it's being consistent is what's going to get you the real big success in the long run. So hope this was helpful. Again, if you'd like to learn more, feel free to come to the webinar. Feel free to watch the rest of the series on this. We're going to be talking about all kind of great ideas. Hit the subscribe button, drop a note or a like or a comment. And as always, I wish you great success.